Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students and welcome to the second introductory lecture. I am your instructor Mubashir Hussain, Department of English Cust. Today we will unfold the term stylistics. We will see what constitutes stylistics, what is the morphological makeup of this very term, and secondly we will see the concept of style. Looking at morphological makeup, the word stylistics, we notice that it is composed of two parts. First part relates style, which is related to literature. The second part relates to linguistics. So if you divide word stylistics into two parts, you notice that literature and linguistics both are needed to make up the word stylistics, as style is what literature contains in the form of poetic style, in the form of prose style, as well as the second part of the word stylistics makes it relate to linguistics. Stylistics means scientific study. So stylistics depend upon both literary criticism and linguistics for its interpretation of the text, for the explanation of the text, and for the understanding of the text. So it means that it would draw help from the theories and developments taking place in linguistics. Also, it will draw help from the development taking place in the field of literary criticism. So it is bringing the two fields together that have been set apart earlier, literature and linguistics. So it's sort of a bridge that would help us to analyze objectively the literary writings and then expand our understanding of the text through the application of the text learned in this subject to other fields of knowledge, other areas of knowledge. You can study films, you can study songs, you can study the advertisements or the news discourse with the help of the techniques learned for the analysis of literary or non-literary text, because the expression involves use of language in a particular way. So you will be able to learn how different fields of life make use of language in a particular way, what laws govern the language usage. Stylistics is practical subject because it enables you to tackle text from the point of view of analyst, from the point of view of a critic who will be performing the analysis of the works of art, that's literature. So we refer to stylistics as a critical method that analyzes literary works on the basis of their styles and their stylisticians, just like you refer to those who study language as linguists. Those who are expert in the studies of style, they are referred to as stylisticians. Stylisticians focus on analyzing a writer's stylistic choices. Now, what are stylistic choices? Stylistic choices include the specific way of using a language. For example, the vocabulary, diction, the words chosen by a writer, they all become part of the style. There are the choices that a writer is making to convey a message. Apart from diction and vocabulary that makes the style or the particular language of a work, the work included a particular way of making or using syntax. Syntax, that is the word order in a sentence. How does a writer choose to form the sentence or statements? What is the placement of those words, phrases within a text or a poem? Has the writer inverted the syntax or the word order in a writing? Or he has chosen to use the regular method of syntax like subject, verb and object, their placement and position. Apart from diction, vocabulary and the sentence structure, that is the syntax, stylistics also focuses on phonology. Now phonology relates to the linguistics, and phonology is the study of the sounds of a language. Now stylistics would also take into account a writer's use of phonological patterns or particular sound patterns within the text. For example, the rhyme, the end rhyme or the internal rhyme that creates a particular sound or create particular sound effects for the readers in a poem. So phonology as the study of the sound of language is also the part of the stylistic analysis. Also, the stylistic analysis involves the choices that a writer makes for the literary devices. Which particular literary devices or figurative language does a writer choose to convey his idea or message? For example, in poems, writers make use of metaphors, similes, personifications, or euphemisms. Now these literary devices make up the work. They are part of a particular style that the writer is exhibiting. So it is the job of the stylistics to analyze, identify and understand what function do these devices or stylistic choices perform in a literary work. When the objectively or scientifically pay close attention to the literary text to see what are the word choices of a writer, which particular dictionary, vocabulary or words the writer has chosen, and why not some others. His writing wouldn't have been that much effective if a writer hadn't used particular words or expression or stylistic devices. Then they also focus on the word order in a sentence. We also focus on the sounds patterns in a writing, particularly poems, and we as the practitioners of the stylistics also locate and find out in a text the use of literary devices or figurative language. To quote Katie Wells, who has defined the goal of stylistics, would enable us to understand how the practitioners and experts rate the importance of stylistics for the study of literary texts. Katie Wells states in the Dictionary of Stylistics that the goal of stylistics is not simply to describe formal features of texts for their own sake, but in order to show their functional significance for the interpretation of the text. Now focus on this definition that Wells has said that the function of stylistics is to not only to describe the or to identify the or to point out what are the significant or salient are dominant features of literary writings. But apart from their identification, apart from locating them in a text, the stylisticians are concerned with the fact that what function do these features perform in a writing, and how does understanding of those features help us in the understanding and interpretation of the meaning of a text. Now, to explain it and to elaborate more to you, I would refer back to the previous discussion, that is, in the study of stylistics, the practitioner or the experts is concerned with identifying the vocabulary, the diction, the syntax, or the word order, or the phonology, or the sound patterns, or the figurative devices like metaphor, simile used in a text. The purpose is not only to locate those elements and to claim that these are the elements which distinguish a literary writing from ordinary writing, but according to Katie Well's explanation, that we analyze these elements like figurative language, diction, vocabulary, or the phonological patterns in order to understand the meaning of the text. That is the core of the subject of the stylistics, or you can say that is the core objective of the subject of stylistic is that a stylistician would focus on the study of the features of styles to understand what do these features contribute, or how do these features contribute to the meaning of the work, and our understanding of each feature. That would be studying great details like vocabulary, phonological patterning, sound patterning, or figurative language will expand the understanding of the text, will expand the meaning of the text. So you can say that the whole exercise of applying a stylistic analysis on a text, or learning to know how stylistics would enable us to study literature, would in fact expand our understanding of the literary writings. So this subject can be taken as a method, a technique to understand the text in a better way, in order to comment upon the text, their meaning, their significance, their merit, and it's an exercise for the sake of interpreting text, knowing the meaning of text. So we analyze text through the analysis of the style of the writer. That is the basic function that stylistic performs, and also that is how stylistics helps the students of the literature and the people involved in the studying literary texts like literary critics, scholars, linguists, or stylisticians. It would enable them to objectively analyze the text. Stylistics as what owes its existence to literary criticism as well as to linguistics. As I said earlier, that the morphological makeup of the word stylistics shows that style depend upon literature, as it is the literary style that is the focus of analysis, and the second part relates it to linguistics, the scientific study. Sticks means scientific word, the word, the meaning in a scientific way. So as a discipline, the stylistics links literary criticism to linguistics, and it cannot function independently. It cannot function having its autonomous domain or independent or separate identity. Stylistics cannot function without the cooperation of linguistics and literary criticism. So, in stylistic analysis, we apply the understanding of literary criticism as well as the understanding of linguistics to understand the style of a work. Stylistics also relies on literary criticism for the sake of judging the merits of a text, the value of a text, or to comment upon the quality of a text and also the meaning of a text. And this all effort is done in order to arrive at better understanding and interpretation of text. Stylistics is the discipline or study which introduce the readers or the learners to the methods which are employed to explore the text and also to interact with the text. Now that I use the word exploring text or interacting with the text, it has specific meaning. Now, don't you feel that as a reader, you always respond to a text while you are reading a story? You feel in a particular way, the way a character is feeling, or because of the emotive language, the writer may have affected you, your thinking, as well as your response to the text. You feel happy, you feel sad due to the language and the style that the writer has employed. So it means that while reading a text, either a poem or a story, we, the readers, respond to the text as it is an interaction between their work and the readers. So in order to explain how understand the text, how we respond to the text, and how we are influenced or affected by the text, that is done by the stylistic analysis. So analysis of a style would convey that what are the particular qualities inherent in a text that a reader takes it in a particular way or responds to it in a particular way, develop specific feelings about the text, or he develops a particular stance or viewpoint after reading the text. So stylistics is important not for the sake of understanding what a text means, but also to understand why a text means something particular to the reader, how the text has affected the reading or influenced the reader, because it is all because of the style or the technique used by a writer that a reader would be affected by a text. Take for example, just for your understanding of the concept, the way somebody addresses you in a speech. You feel that a speech of a particular politician or a person has affected you, influenced you. You begin to associate it with the ideas. It will emotionally charge with the atmosphere, because the speaker in a speech has used such a language that touches your emotions. So same is the case with the literary writings. writers' word choices, writers' particular choices for figurative language. They also affect us emotionally. They also make us respond to their thoughts, respond to their writings. So now that we understand the significance of the style, that how effective a particular style could be for conveying thoughts and for affecting the readers, it is important that we understand how the methods of analysis in stylistic would enable us to perform the analysis of text.